Hey, what's up, you guys? It's been a long time since I've recorded a video because I've been lazy. Yes, I'm sorry. I've been lazy, truthfully, and I've been a little bit busy also. Just to give a little thing, I've been busy because I've been trying to get some other things done and get a couple more reviews under my belt. So I got it. I got a couple under my belt right now, and that's fine. So I decided that before I take a couple of days off for Thanksgiving, I should release pretty much a whole week of videos besides Sunday. So yeah, just to give you guys something to watch, and I'm actually giving you something new instead of watching my older videos. But please watch my older videos too. Now, since it's Monday, it's a new episode of Sentai. Yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I recorded a video. Like I said, I completely forgot what I was doing. It's a new episode of Super Sentai Reviews. This week, I am doing Mahou Sentai Magiranger. It is season 29 of the Super Sentai series. Its footage was adapted into Power Rangers Mystic Force. And before I get really started, I have, as always, my notes to go over. This one took a while for me to finish. It's not saying that it was bad, it was just I had other things to do. And plus, I got also caught up in actually starting and watching my first Kamen Rider series, which I need to watch for my Kamen Rider reviews. So I got kind of stuck between those, finishing off Mahou Sentai Magiranger and Kamen Rider Ryuki. I got stuck in between those, so I had to choose which one to finish first, and I chose to finish Magiranger so I could get this one done. Because I was about halfway done with Magiranger before I started Ryuki, so yeah. Like I said, it's the 29th season of Super Sentai series. It was adapted into Mystic Force. It's 49 episodes for Magiranger. It aired February 13th, 2005 to February 12th, 2006. Now, I find it really awesome for the Super Sentai series and Power Rangers to come out. Lately now, they've been usually all been coming out around sometime in February, usually around my birthdays, which I find awesome because it feels like a birthday present. It's like, yay, new series of Power Rangers or Super Sentai. That's besides the point. For this season, for our Sentai team, we have 8 people on this team, but in actuality, it's only 6 that really counts, because the other 2 are like extra members. They're the extras. And there's my cat. Sorry. Nah, man. Just ignore them if you can't. Pay attention. I don't know. We have Maji Red with Kai. Now there's something. Well, before I get started on the Rangers or Senshi for this Super Sentai thing. I'm just guessing here. There is one thing special about this group of people. They're all related except for one. Pretty much every single person on this team except for one is related. Brother and sister, mother and father. That's something different than what us Americans are used to, because I think once, if I remember correctly, that we've only had sisters, which is only in Mystic Force. So that's kind of weird. I find it I would probably find it hard to work with them because have to be working with my family the entire time. When you spend so much time already then with it at home. So yeah. But I also found it pretty cool because at least they can trust each other. Now, let's get into this. With, like I said, Magi Red is Kai Ozu. Magi Yellow, Tsubasa. Like I said, they're all related, so their last name's Ozu. Magi Blue is Urara. Magi Green is Makito. Magi Pink is Hoka. Magi Shine is Hikaru. But he's also known as Sun Ghoul, which we'll get into later. Magi Mother, as the name suggests, it is the mother of the group. Her name is Miyuki. And then we have Wizard Fire, which we'll get kind of into later. And the guy's name is Isamu. He's the father of the group. He's also known as Blagle. Like with Sun Ghoul, I'll get into that later. They have a lot of allies for this one. We have Mandora Boy, which is a potted plant that it's like a mandrake. You pull him out of the pot and everyone just, if you don't have earmuffs or anything, you just get knocked out. Then he helps them along the way. And then when Hikaru comes in, he has a genie cat, a magical cat named Smokey that's in his lamp. And he also helps the Magirangers along the way. And then we also have Kai's high school friend and crush, Yuka Yamazaki. She kind of helps him through in some tough spots too. And then we also have the Heavenly Saints, which are a group of people that have that uses magic to help people and stuff. And there is pretty much one for all the elements. Well, not for all the elements, but mainly the obvious ones, pretty much. But I'll get into those later because there's like a list of them I'll get into later. Now for the villains of this season, we have the great god Enma, who is pretty much the main bad guy. Then we also have the Hades gods, which comes in later. But before them, we have Brankin, who is the first general guy that the Magirangers have to overcome. And then a new person comes along and takes over the spot. His name is Mimi. I know, funny, right? Mimi. It's Meemy. He's also known as Rigel. He was a heavenly saint who turned over to the dark. I have to say, he turned over to the dark side. He found the pool of dark magic pretty much more because he wanted to use magic for himself and gain power. Then we also have the Immortal Vampire Vancuria, who in her long wait of being alone, because she was pretty much, all the other people were asleep, she was by herself, so she was able to split herself in two. So she created two personalities, Nai and Mare. So she has someone to talk to, so they usually finish each other's sentences. And when they need to become one, they just become one. And they turn into Vancuria. Now, like I said with Wizard Fire, we have Wizard, which is the same person. You find out later that Wizard is, he's a dark magician. He's one of the bad guys. He's under the control of Enma. And you find out later that he's actually Isamu, the Magiranger's father, and Hikaru's teacher. He also taught Rigel and Miyuki's husband. And then later on, he actually joins the team, which really doesn't happen until like the end, because like I said, Magi Mother and Wizard Fire is extra rangers, so they don't really count. Let's see. Now back to the Hades beasts. The Hades gods, there's 10 of them, and each, one by one, they pretty much were defeated. We have Drake, Sleipnir, Gorgon, Sphinx, Dagon, Ifrit, Cyclops, Toad, Wyvern, and then Titan. And then Sphinx. Well, I already said Sphinx, sorry. All of them except for Sphinx are dead, gets destroyed. Because Sphinx actually just has a change of heart, like with another Titan, with another Hades god, Titan. He actually cherished life, and thanks to Magic Pink, Hoka, she was able to turn him over to the good side, but he still died. But Sphinx was able to come back to life because of Nightmare, because since they're mortal, they can give some of their immortal power. I'm not sure if that makes them, the person that they give it to, immortal or not, or they just bring them back to life. Because that's what happened to Sphinx, Wizard, Isamu, and Hikaru, because they all died. And then they brought them back. So I don't know if they're immortal now or not. Now, that's pretty much it for the bad guys side. Now, with the Heavenly Saints, like I said, they're the creators of, they get magic. They created the Magitopia, where all the Heavenly Saints are. Then there's a Heavenly Saints for each, pretty much for the obvious elements. Well, first of all, we have the hierarchy of all Magitopia. We have the high saint of all magic, which is Magiel. Then you have Blagle, who is Isamu. Then Sungul, which is Hikaru. They are Heavenly Saints. And then we have Heavenly Saints that represent each of the Magirangers. Like with Magi Red, we have Flagle. Magi Yellow, we have Volgal. We have Splagle, which is water. For Magi Blue. Volgal is thunder. Flagle is fire. We have Windgul for Magi Pink, which is wind. Groundgul, which is ground for Magi Green. And that's it for those. Flagle, Volgal, Splagle, Wingul, and Groundgul were the original ones that created Magitopia. And you don't see them in the series at all. Except for a special, movie. Then they also have more. We have Lunagul, also named Ren. She is the gatekeeper that keeps the gate of Infergia closed and keeps all the bad guys in for a while. Then we have Chronogul, which is a Heavenly Saint of Time. He can turn back time, do all that other stuff. Then we have Snowgul, which I think it's a girl. Oh well. Snowgul is the one that gave Miyuki her powers so she can turn into a Magic Mother. And then of course we had the ex-Heavenly Saint Rigel, who was Mimi, who turned out to be evil. Now, around episode 47, 40 something, it's somewhere in the 40s. It's near the end of the series. Like I said, one of the Magirangers is not related to him. Which is Hikaru. He marries into the family by marrying Urara. So yeah, now they're all related. Woo! At the end of the series, Enma is destroyed. Peace is returned to the planet. Now Kai, he wants to make a road that builds him, Sphinx, Nightmare are building a road from Infergia to the surface world, so to show them that they can be trusted. It's a peace thing between them, so he's doing that. So overall, it's a other than that, that's pretty much it. Overall, it's a really good. It was a really good series. I liked some of the characters. The story was good. Some of the spots were really, really funny and I could not watch it, but I had to because I've seen so much of certain spots or certain patterns. I knew what was probably going to happen. And it was just hilarious. But overall, it was pretty good. And I would have to say it's probably, I don't know. You just have to find out when I do a top 5 Super Sentai series, which I will. But I think all the characters were pretty well done. The whole thing about Magiranger was pretty good. Now, the only thing I probably had a little bit of a problem with was with the capes. It's like, I understand they're supposed to be magicians and stuff, but really? I don't know. I don't know what I would think if they didn't have it. Have it or not, but, or at least make it a little bit different. I don't know. But overall, it was really well done. And this is a long review because I am trying to, because I want to get as much done without rushing myself like I usually do. Even though it turns out to be a long review, oh well. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this. I will have there won't be a new Super Sentai review for a little bit because, like I said, I've been trying to get more reviews under my belt, which means I'm trying to get Kamen Rider reviews under my belt. I only have 2, and I've already watched 3 Super Sentai seasons, and I've only watched 2 Kamen Rider series. My plan is to watch another Kamen Rider series. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go back and forth between Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. So, next Monday, there won't be... Well, and besides next Monday, next week is Thanksgiving. The first couple days are... So there won't be a new episode of Super Sentai's review or Power Ranger review. Because I'll also have to have a couple of days of rest after eating so much. And so, until then, probably the first week of this, I really don't know actually when I'll be watching the next Super Sentai series in line, so you just have to wait and see. I know, I'm sorry that after so long of not watching the new Super Sentai video, that I have to cut things short again, but I still have to watch them, so you just have to wait. So other than that, I will see you whenever I finish it. I am not going to tell you which season I'm going to watch, because I'm actually going to keep that surprise this time. So, I will see you until then. Have a happy Thanksgiving next week. And I will review the next one next. Until then, see ya.